Yes, please. All right, did you get your invite yet now, Tony? You sit over there. Nah, it is.
It's meant for somebody
Crazy, man. It's been a crazy day, man.
It's been a beautiful day. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it's like summer out here.
September 29th.
I still don't see them.
Where you at, bro?
I don't know when it's gonna get cold. I am shit. Flies, mosquitoes. See, everybody like the hot. I feel you could you move around and do all that. But see,
Man, welcome to Sports Talk, man. Let's go, man. What's up, DJ Tony? Can you hear me?
Yeah, what's up, man? I hear you.
I'm chilling, man. We had to get this together. I got my little mini birthday lady over here acting like she all special and stuff. Come on over here, Miss Steelers, lady. Yes.
Hey, the guest needs to be in that. The guest needs to be in that chair, man.
Come on over. Come on over here. Come on over. I need you to sit in the chair.
Let's go. I'm gonna put my baby right there.
Because I want you to know that you're the one who really kicked off our sports talk.
Oh, really?
You did. You don't even know it. Remember the conversation we had?
Oh, did I inspire you?
You did. You remember that?
Oh.
You remember? So tell
Yeah.
me the conversation. What was the conversation?
Oh, are you? We're not allowed to talk about it right now.
No, it's cool. We've been talking about it for a month. It ain't gonna take long. I'm gonna give you your food so you go about your business. Well, it was about the kicker, right?
It's about the kicker.
And I just want to say thank you because I've had a lot of people. Remember we talked about kicker?
Hey, man, that's the one with the kicker.
Yeah, yes, this is her. This is her. Let me turn. They see her beautiful face. They need to see this beautiful woman, man. It's her birthday
yes,
too. Man.
I strongly believe when it's crunch time and you're relying on one person to win the game, you have to rely on your kicker. Your kicker is going to be the one to give you that W you need in crunch time. So I think we be sleeping on the kickers.
Sleeping on the kicker.
Yeah.
Now my debate with you was
I've seen a lot of kickers lose games. I've seen a lot of kickers win games. Right.
But what's your favorite team? You gotta get your favorite team.
Oh, those Steelers, black and yellow.
And you from Pittsburgh. So
No, I'm not from no.
Oh, tell everybody where you from.
Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
But hey, she like them Who Dat Saints, huh?
So the reason why I know you think I'm playing with you, but I'm serious because I asked one of my dudes. He came in and was like, who's the most important besides the quarterback? My homegirl said the kicker. He's like, yeah, I understand. I get it. Whoa. So we started debating.
Oh.
I started debating with him.
Okay.
So I said to him, so you telling me that the kicker is the second most important person besides the quarterback? He was like, yeah, look at the games. And I said, so how important is the kicker from the goal line all the way to the 35-yard line? And he was like, well, they got to get him in position first.
Yeah, well, once you get him in position, then it's all on his shoulders. The whole game is on his shoulders.
Are you serious?
Once you get him in position, they can do all their work, right?
Good position.
Listen, once you get him in field goal range, all that weight is on his shoulders. It's up to him to get that W. And if you miss, then
So the conversation is the most important people on a football team. Okay.
It's her argument. Crunch time is the most important.
Well, on the team, it ain't just crunch time.
In crunch time.
Is it just crunch time?
In crunch time. Once you get that kicker in field goal range, it's all.
Hey, Dre, go to a wide shot, please.
He is now the most important.
Dre, go to a wide shot. I can't see the other folks.
Okay, hold on. So, all right. it's a lot to digest in this because when we tried to talk about it, we was both having drinks and it was passionate, and I was right and you was wrong, and your feelings was hurt. So, so I get what she's saying. Okay, the kicker is super important when you get into position to kick the ball. We need 3 points to win, right? That's super important. And my whole argument is based on the totality of football.
And you saying anybody can kick the ball. And,
And
I said,
I
no,
agree.
anybody can't kick the ball. Because when it comes down to that pressure, you need somebody that's going to not buckle under pressure.
Okay.
And be able to not, be scared or intimidated or listening to the crowds and the fans.
Audio gone.
That's what I'm saying. It's not anybody can do that. That's why when you recruit and when you're looking for star players, you need to have a strong kicker on the sidelines ready to go.
Hey, Arbor. So now you're putting a whole bunch of stuff in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about superstar players. You need to have a kicker on the side. Now the facts don't support what you said.
Show don't.
Let me finish. When in the draft, as far as kickers being drafted, this is even teams that have started expansion teams, right? Nobody drafts a kicker to start their team. They go get the kicker from rugby, soccer, somebody who ain't played before a long time. Maybe there was a good long distance, guy, whatever. But it's not in a position where they say we have to get this kind of person first. Does that make sense? Is that a different situation?
How many? Okay, so I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Again, this is my opinion,
For sure.
right?
Yeah.
So how many games have you watched already this season, in preseason, in the last couple of games, where you see the game is lost because the kicker missed it? How many?
Okay, that's
How
valid.
many?
That's valid.
Right? So this
Detroit
is what I'm
lost
saying. Right? Because
But I wouldn't say the kicker is
so-
important. I wouldn't say you're
What?
But hey, hold on. Let's put it this way.
Yeah.
So I look at the kicker as like a designated hitter. So when it comes to crunch time, and it's a tie game, and that kicker has to say, okay, they're gonna, whoever has the ball for the winning game, the kicker kicks it. Okay, yeah, he's important. But who builds up the score from the time the ball is kicked off to begin the game? Who controls the tempo?
They do.
But before you go to your point, can you answer his?
The whole team does, right? The offense, defense, but guess
But
what?
who controls the tempo of the game?
It's a mute point. If the kicker loses the game, you still gonna get an L.
No
matter how many points. Yes, you are.
No,
it's a mute
No, it's
point.
not a
You
mute
can
point.
have 50 points. Your offense, defense could be the best in the world. They put all these points on the board, and the game is tied. But that kicker sucks ass, right? And he goes out there and misses the field goal and lose the game. And a W is a W, regardless of how good the whole damn team did.
But look, at the end of the day, they're just not gonna talk about the kicker. They're gonna look at whoever led the team. The team was the quarterback, the running back, the wide receiver.
They're not gonna harp on the kicker the whole game because he missed that field goal. They're gonna talk about everything inside of the game.
Like the
That-
coaching.
Like
They say all of that.
coaching,
Yeah,
if there was more
right.
fumbles,
Yeah.
if there was interception,
And
that's what
the
they're
only
gonna
reason
look
why
at.
they're going to be talking about it because they got an L. Would they be talking about if they got a W?
Well, no,
No.
you don't talk about any of that.
You're
But
right.
that's like if I was
That's what
35
I'm
to 30.
saying. Why talk about it
Can I
if
ask
you got a W?
Can I ask you something?
They're not going to talk about it if the kicker gets a W. They're not going to be talking about all of that. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
No,
it
that's not what you're saying.
yes, it is what I'm
That
saying.
doesn't just because they're not going to talk about the quarterback if he throws 4 interceptions and he throws the winning touchdown. You see what I'm saying? He won the game, but they're still gonna.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Well, he won, but he needs to get those,
You gotta,
those
yeah.
interceptions back, right? I've never heard anybody say in a football game, no matter how low scoring it was, that this game is going to be a kicker game. They call it a defensive game, even if it's like a 6-3 game or 6-9 game. They don't call it a kicker game. They call it a
I
defensive
understand.
game.
Whenever you leave points on the field where you don't get it, say like, you score a touchdown and the kicker go out there and don't get that 1 point. That 1 point be hurting at the end, right? It be hurting, right?
For sure.
So,
But everybody
and
matters.
at the end of the day, you be like, dang, if they only would have got that 1 point,
Well,
right? We wouldn't be going to halftime. It'd be coming down to that kind of situation.
even the placeholder. Okay, let's say the placeholder. the placeholder, right?
Mhm.
He fumbles the ball all the time. The kicker never gets the
Yeah,
kicker.
well,
What's more
yeah,
important, the kicker or the
that's
placeholder?
That's
I'm just saying, who's more important right there, the kicker or the placeholder?
Right.
Because the ball touched here first, right?
Right. Yeah.
You think anybody care about the placeholder?
Yeah. That's a critical point. That's a critical point.
You know, that's all.
I mean, everybody has a critical role in
Right.
getting
Yes,
a W,
I agree.
right?
I agree with
Everybody does.
that I agree with.
But what I'm saying, who puts points on the scoreboard?
Wide receivers, running backs, quarterbacks, they put sixes and sixes and all them up there first.
It's all about the
Score
6s
35
and
points.
7s and 1s.
I don't care about my kicker. You ain't even got to walk out for the extra point if I won 35-10. You know what I mean? So when I say the kicker is not important towards certain situations,
Don't say
Can I
he's not important.
see, you didn't hear me. You didn't hear me. Let me finish my statement.
go
Towards
ahead.
certain situations. Let's say we need 3 points to tie the game. We on the 10-yard line. We got to get out there to get the kicker in position, right? We get a slant route. Okay, and this is happening. Denver beat Pittsburgh. Matter of fact, Tim Tebow in overtime. All they needed was a field goal to win. Slant route to Demaryius Thomas all the way to the house for 6. You don't even walk off onto the field.
I mean, those
So let's not
situations
even put the kicker in a position to where we have to worry about him.
in crunch time.
Right. Anytime.
I'm saying crunch time. That's when you need to have those. Okay. We gonna agree to disagree.
No, we can't. But that's why I talked to you because I wanted to hear your point. And I'm glad
I knew this is what I feel
you
like
started
I'm
this
getting
off. And I'm
ambushed.
glad. No, you're not. You came in and defended yourself, and I'm glad that you actually talked
But
about it.
I know you were talking about the next game I watched. And we had a conversation. There was two games back there where the kicker lost the game
In the preseason.
in the preseason.
Okay.
Lost the game, and I was like, I'm yelling. This is what I'm talking about.
But we try not to.
You know what I'm saying?
Preseason, baby.
I know, but it's gonna happen. It
I know what you
happens,
mean.
right? It happens.
Yeah.
They're gonna do it because they don't put that much work or emphasis in the kicker. Because you have to be like, are you ready? And you see, the only time you see the camera on
Is when
the
he's
kicker
stretching?
is when he's stretching.
Yeah, but you see everybody else out there getting it out
When
the
he's
mud.
stretching.
Everybody
And
else
they're
getting it
like,
out the
oh, he's
mud.
warming up, he's warming up.
Yeah.
But come on.
What you mean?
Now we looking at him like, is he gonna make it? Is he gonna make it?
We need him to make
it. Right? We need him to
We've
make it.
done all this work for
Right.
how long is the game? 48
So we
minutes.
put all our eggs in one basket.
We did 47
We put
minutes
all
of
our
work.
eggs in one
You walk
basket.
out on the field
We
for
put
1
all
minute.
our eggs in one
You
basket.
better make it.
Okay, but then that's what I'm saying. You better.
You better make it.
Okay,
That's
so-
all you do.
Okay, so
You
they
don't
were
do
like,
nothing else.
okay, so this is a 49-yard kick,
Right.
and his best is 35.
Mhm.
What the hell? Why we doing? What we doing here? So that's what I'm saying. We need to be getting somebody
I get it.
that shit.
I really do.
You get somebody that can kick a 49, 50, 51. I gotta have them. Gotta have them. I gotta have them.
But no, even
Hey man, we gonna get her a kick. We're gonna get her a jersey. Say that's my kicker.
That's right. We will. So I like that.
And you know what? I'm telling you, I started realizing this last season, y'all, because I don't know if y'all seen our Steelers kicker was out.
Mason or something?
And so they brought out the kicker. I said, what the?
Right.
We was losing games left and right because of the kicker.
Now, being a Cowboys fan, you can't talk about this.
Oh, anyways, I'm gonna talk about the Steelers all
Dre,
day.
put him in the chair, man. Put him in the.
Hey, we got
put him in the
Steelers and Cowboys fans and they're going
Hey,
crazy,
hey.
man. You already know what it is.
Oh,
But with Detroit, you already know what it is. Yeah.
Hey, put him in the chair, man. Put him in the chair over there.
I know,
Talking
I've
about you a
never
Flint
been
stomp.
no damn Lions fan.
Huh.
You ain't never been no Lions fan.
Y'all heard it, man. She from Flint and she in here representing the Pittsburgh Steelers for 3
Oh
rivers.
shit, Dallas Cowboy fan. I got you.
She black and gold hair and everything.
Since I was like 5, 6 years old, my whole family was
Okay, I
Steelers fan.
respect that.
Okay, so I was raised as a Steelers fan. Raised, right?
Yeah.
So
My,
that's how we
my,
go.
my, my uncle is Steelers fan, so but he from 3 Rivers, so you know, I
Okay,
respected
well.
that. You know what I'm saying? That's where he was from. He
So,
got
and
pictures.
I got my black and yellow on. Ain't
She
that
said her
something?
family
Hey,
They
hey,
lost against the
hey.
Browns.
So
but you know what?
They're still
Come on.
that's
Are
right.
you serious?
That's right. They did. They did.
I know,
Y'all went 1 and
but
2.
listen.
Y'all 1 and 2.
Yeah, 1 and 2.
Y'all talk
But
to
it's still
Detroit now.
early. It's still early.
It is.
Hey,
Hey, they got the Vikings.
You hear me
Hey.
talking?
wait a minute. How many rings we got?
Oh man, here we go.
Here we go.
Rings we got?
Here we go.
Don't sleep on the Steelers, okay?
So can I say something about the Pittsburgh Steelers? I respect the organization. The reason why I respect the Pittsburgh organization, they've only had what I think three coaches.
Three coaches,
Three
and
coaches.
they loyal.
And they loyal. And they are also
I
very
didn't know they
consistent.
really hated the
They are
Cowboys.
very consistent organization. Pittsburgh is who they are. If they get a 9-7 season, a wild card, they mad.
Yeah.
Hey,
Some people, like say the Cleveland Browns, for instance, if they get a 9-7, make a wild card, they celebrate.
Right.
But Pittsburgh is different. You know what I'm saying? So,
they got an easy game this Sunday, so they might get it. Huh?
they got the Commanders.
Yeah, we do.
No, we're
No, they're playing the Jets. They got the Jets.
The Steelers.
Oh, they got the
Yeah.
They got the
What's
Jets.
the Jets record? 2-1.
No, they both 1-2.
Oh, hey, Jets. Hey, mark the Jets down for the club, bro.
Put the Jets down.
Eagles like to score too. Third and inches. Third and
Say, who-
football, man.
Whoever online, who they got? Jets or Steelers? Which one? Make your argument.
So I got your food.
Look
who's in the house.
Oh, we got a Raiders. Whoa.
We got a Raider.
Just win, baby. We got a Raiders man in the house.
Oh my
Put him in the chair, man. Put him in the chair. Uh-oh.
I was listening online.
Yes, sir.
Oh Lord. We gotta make that somebody come all the way up here.
Right. So
Okay.
I was just curious. Fantasy football.
Fantasy
I
football.
mean, y'all got beers up front, right?
We might have a couple.
It should be some.
I should have. I mean,
If
We
you-
get some. We get some.
We have enough.
So my question before we get here
baby.
is that when in fantasy football, how many kickers do you see?
Oh, fantasy football. Yeah, all day. They go fast.
All
They go
day.
quick.
Justin
They go quick. Soon as.
Hold on, salaries.
Okay.
When last time was a kicker traded?
You gotta turn the camera around. We can't see him.
Fantasy football.
In real life?
No, you cut them. All you do is
No,
cut
no,
them.
no.
You trade him.
How many missed tackles?
What's
Oh,
your point?
Hey,
I'm building my case.
Okay, I'm listening.
Okay, I'm building my
Now you gonna get on up in this.
Hey, move him. Hey, I can't see him. Move him around.
I'm gonna get over there. I'm just really curious. Like, okay, so then
Oh Lord.
how many kickers jerseys are there? Are there any jerseys in
That's
any
not
of
the
the
point.
Y'all probably got the only one. Janet Coffee.
There's only one jersey.
I'm sorry, I almost got killed up there.
Hey.
See my Gucci bag on the floor. Wish you would. No go on.
Whoa, fireworks.
Continue your case, bro.
So my last case would be
See, the kicker.
Z kicker. You know,
Oh, he.
so when you say kicker, you mean the punter, field goal kicker,
The field goal kicker.
field goal kicker with those 3 points. So you can't count. Okay, then he does
You
the
got
one. He does
Turn
the
chair around, man. We can't see.
Thank you.
I can't
Okay.
get it.
What page you see, bro?
Turn the people on
There
that.
we go. We got it now.
What's your name? First of all, I don't be
Yes.
debating with people all
Introduce
about.
yourself.
I'm Leonard.
Leonard, I'm
Yes.
Val.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
So again, when it comes to like the most important people on the field, the kicker is definitely in the bottom of the double digits. In my opinion.
And your opinion. And your
Right, because
humble opinion.
not just my opinion, but
If you were
statistically, percentage of salary cap, like transactions, yeah, that's where you don't see that. Like kickers are important, but like what I will do is, to your point was excellent. When you talk about Janikowski, like Janikowski was 50+ yards all day long. Like, okay, he is definitely valuable, but
Oh,
I
but
said that.
Because I can get 60 plus out of it. You can get 55 out of it.
that's what I'm saying. That's where we need to make sure that we're investing as much time in the kickers and putting as much work in trying to get them to their excellence.
You've been dating a kicker. Damn, baby, they don't even, I'm on the team
There's
too.
some about the kicker that you like. That's what I'm some about the kicker.
No,
I'm just
I
saying.
don't say kickers. Okay?
Yeah, I think you dating
No,
a
I
kicker.
don't date kickers.
Either that or you got a little brother that's a kicker.
That's what you'll start your team. In the first 5 people, you have no players.
Okay.
Out of your first, I ain't gonna say 5, first 10 people, you're gonna have a kicker 50. I know.
How do you fancy?
Yes.
Right, in fantasy football, you can get
In my first game.
like in the last pick, be like, oh shit, I need a kicker.
Yeah.
No, for real, that's what we look at.
They're
No.
everywhere. Kickers are everywhere. They're
Okay,
everywhere.
Hold on. Okay. So
Wait, what? What was the question?
Hold on, y'all. What'd you say, Tony?
What was the question?
So we're still on the kicker thing. You know, she's the one that kicked off the kicker. What we're trying to figure out is the importance of a kicker towards the franchise. If you were starting a team, and she said she would pick a kicker when her first 10 picks.
First round draft.
Which I
he
believe
gonna
is.
come. He gonna come in here and feel like that.
That's true.
But yeah, what do you think?
Nah,
Thank you,
nah,
baby.
nah.
Come to me.
You
Hello.
do need a
Come
kicker.
I mean, on the team,
Come here.
you gonna pick
You need
a
a
kicker.
kicker.
You gonna pick a kicker.
You got a kicker? You got a kicker that's doing 50 plus?
He
I'm on
trying to
him.
get a hug, y'all.
Give him to me. Give him to me.
She said,
Where is he?
Say, hey, no. I'm probably gonna get a kicker somewhere around the
What'd you say,
8th,
Tony?
9th. I'll probably get a kicker around the 8th, 9th pick. I'm getting all my. If it's fantasy football, hey, I'm going for running backs and receivers. After I get my, hey, I'm going for running backs and receivers first.
Yeah, your skill positions.
Yes,
Skill
I
positions
understand
need
that.
potential.
Yeah.
Let me see your fantasy team.
Oh,
You pick him in the first round? You pick the kicker in the first round?
hey, look, you gotta remember. Hey, you gotta remember.
Fantasy football, I didn't
Hey,
even pick
he's the bandwagon.
Look,
And sometimes I'm dropping kickers just to get a hot kicker for a matchup,
I got Justin.
depending on the matchup. No way.
He's the bandwagon.
No way I'm picking the kicker.
So, bro, let me help you.
Hold on, hey DJ, we finna see what his roster look like.
This is
Hey, what's up? Here's the score: Bengals 7,
Don't-
Miami 0. Bengals 7, Miami 0.
I got Josh Allen's my quarterback.
Josh Allen is quarterback.
Okay.
Zach Moss as running back.
Who?
Zach Moss.
Yeah, right. The guy who's the second string on Buffalo. That's his starting running back.
Yeah.
He's got Gaskin as his other running back.
Hey.
Wait, hold on.
Yes.
He got Stephon Diggs,
Okay.
Jarvis Landry.
I had to get
Jarvis
Diggs.
Landry. He got George Kittle,
George Kittle.
Brittle.
Yeah, he ain't even
He's
playing.
right. Pittman from Indy.
Mm-hmm.
Who was that? The
What
is he?
Okay. And then
Hey,
the Bills and Justin Tucker on his bench. Odell. Who's Odell play for?
No,
Odell.
I told you. I told you he was the bandwagon. He's
I
the
give him
bandwagon.
I give him Diggs though.
I give him Diggs.
He's going
He got like 3 good picks on that.
He's going to
Bro.
But look here,
I think computer Phoenix.
I think he's going to
We was talking kicker. Let's stay on the subject. Let's stay on the subject.
No, that's the dude who agreed to it.
You see the
Hey, what's your record, brother? 0-3? Okay.
1-2 actually.
You 1-2. Somebody had a worse team than that? Oh, wow.
They forgot to put their team in or something. Okay, so look.
It's all good.
It's all good.
So the
Thank
man who agrees that the kicker is important.
Stop. Okay. The point being is, we got people.
He's only 12 years old, by the way.
Okay. At the end of the day, my opinion is my opinion, your opinion is your opinion.
Opinions must be backed up by some kind of facts, though.
No.
I can say the sky's purple.
No.
But if a person's telling me, no,
Yes.
look at these colors and
You don't see it from my eyes, okay? So I see.
But you should be able to explain.
Hey, it was so beautiful, hazel green eyes.
Bro, you see this right here? This is a typical reason why you don't argue with certain types of people.
Don't.
Because she just said, I'm right, it doesn't matter.
It don't matter what I say.
Facts, I don't care about
Facts don't
facts.
matter.
It doesn't matter. It's my opinion.
My opinion is better than your
Right.
facts.
Exactly.
Right.
On that.
Let me, hey, I'm gonna get her ribs so she can go on and start.
Yes.
So we can transition on to our high school football and go and get her where she needs to go.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Go ahead, wait.
Happy birthday.
Hey, Justin Tucker is the highest paid kicker in the NFL at $6 million a year.
Now they get paid. They get paid every 2 weeks. So make that up. They get paid every 2 weeks. So set that up.
$6 million a year. Hold on.
That's just for a kicker. I take it.
I mean, yeah, I would too. But you know what? I'd rather some quarterback money myself,
Exactly.
or running back, or wide receiver,
Yeah, $6 million.
middle linebacker, quarterback money. There's a lot more money out there than I would rather have.
Yeah, it is.
Where you drive from? We all just put your 2 by the record.
Where the Raiders kicker?
Man, God, that Marquise in there. You're like,
I'm like, what you a kicker?
I'm just
Dude, you know what, dude?
Who is your picture? I want to know who y'all
Man, we still on this kicker.
I have to look.
you don't even know.
Right. Because I don't count on
And then that's
things
why.
like
But guess what? You're gonna be like, what the? We got a W because of his act. Because you sleeping on the kicker. You don't even know who he got.
You don't know it's here.
You gonna be like,
Actually,
you gonna be
he's a top kicker, but I didn't pick him till like the last round.
Carson Daniel.
Because you
He's
feel like
talking
all
for the Raiders.
other people.
He's not on my. He's not. Yeah, I know he's on my fantasy.
He's on the roster though.
He's on the Raiders. Yeah.
Look, out of all the people on your team, the last person you feel like you should have to depend on is the kicker
correct.
to win the game.
Not only me, but every coach in the NFL.
Every coach, that's the last person you should have to depend on.
Hey,
Is the
bro,
guy who's
I need a wide receiver who can stretch the
So
field.
y'all put
I need
all,
a running back who
all
can give me critical
this
yards.
work.
I need a quarterback.
You put in fourth quarter, a minute left on the clock. You put all these things in the basket, and you looking at your kicker. You looking at your kicker, and you say, "Go do something," but you only said $6 million, and you ain't spent no time and working him to make sure that he can do the
But he's still not the most important player on the team. Come on now.
It's fourth quarter, 1 minute.
Then you missed the field.
And you missed the field goal, and then you gonna be mad at his ass. But you ain't did nothing. You ain't invested in his ass.
What you mean they invested in him? I don't invest in him. I don't own that team.
Sideways. You ain't the force. You ain't the force.
That's
You
not
ain't the
true.
force.
That's not
That's
true.
what I'm saying. That's
Okay, you
what
know
I'm
what?
saying. That's what I'm saying.
But you know that's not what we're saying. He is developed.
That's wrong.
And he has
That's
resources.
wrong.
your statement about crunch time, a percentage of that is right.
Thank
But
you. Give me
overall,
some.
though.
I'm talking.
Overall, he's not the more important kicker. No, he's not.
If he can kick it
The
from
most
the
important player. I'm sorry. He's not the most important player.
Put the points on the board. This is what I'm saying. Put 3.
They done.
I'm saying he put points on the board.
He's the last
So I tell you
But
what,
what I'm
No, he
saying,
matters though.
Well, he matters.
he can
Because
kick
if
4 of them.
didn't,
He can kick 4 of them, and I only need 2 touchdowns to win.
He still could be a 0.
Yeah.
So
They
that's
might as
what
well
I'm
be
saying.
0.
He matters.
Anyway,
He
he
matters.
put points on the
He
board.
matters, but
He
he's
was
not
the
the
last
most
resort, though,
important.
right?
He matters.
He matters.
You realize he was the last resort?
So does
So if I'm saying I'm on an island, and my last resort to get off this island is my kicker.
If this is the last resort.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying.
So you're only saying that.
Oh, y'all don't look at it like that. Men think different. That's
Think
what
about
I'm
winning.
saying.
You think about winning.
It's
I'm
not
thinking
about,
about last resort. Okay, when the boat is sinking, and my last
He
resort,
ain't right
I
with the
want to
captain.
know. I want to know that this kicker gonna come through.
You want to know that the guy who mops the floor can come through, right?
Yeah,
Okay. So the captain
You
can
gonna
do
throw that
the.
down.
You're wrong, Dre. You're wrong. Let me correct you. Let me correct you.
No.
I'm
Listen,
saying,
she just
at
said
the
the
end of
captain
the
couldn't
day,
get it done.
but
So
guess what?
the
I
last
need to
resort.
know that.
That's the last resort.
I need to know that the mopper, groomer, whatever you saying,
Can save
ain't
us.
I'm saying he not gonna jump on the board. He not gonna jump on the board.
And leave
He
us
gonna,
to-
we gonna just stay in that room out and say, yes, come on back on.
I told you that. I told you that. Come on,
She got
It's a.
Hey,
It's
let me see
when
it.
he's fellas.
Yeah, he bitching who like a mother. Come on, back in. That's the moment he kick the field goal, she's like, that's all he does. It's gonna be like.
Hey. All right, so we got to move on to high school.
High school, let's go to high school.
Speaking of, I'm missing my son's high school football game.
Get
Because
your food. Get your ribs.
Get out of here, dog. Say it.
Thank you. Happy birthday. Let me get your ribs.
this is a setup.
Nah.
Go Kickers.
All right, so
She finna go to the game. She finna order
Oh,
some
hey.
nachos.
Thank you very much.
Nachos and everything.
she talked about a kicker and she gone. Okay.
That's right, that's right.
I'm just playing.
You gotta eat the boys up, though.
I'm just
I know
playing.
she in the high school football, right? She gotta be in the high school football, right?
First of all,
Happy
you know I don't
birthday,
like your
25.
comment
25.
21.
25.
You can't respect me.
21.
You
Okay,
can't.
not
You
25.
can't do nothing.
Not
Like,
25, 21.
No, you can't call me now.
just do.
That's that
Just,
country shit.
from now on, just do what I want you to do, and if you do that right, then you're right.
What's that?
Nothing.
Okay.
Enjoy your birthday,
Okay.
Miss Lady. Is that okay? Is that all right?
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate the way this place is good beer. Y'all have a good one, though.
Thank you for clarifying the kicker stance that you have.
I
Yes.
really
So
thoroughly
you said
enjoyed
high
it.
school
Really
football.
appreciate that.
Y'all finna go to the high
High
school
school football don't start playing tonight.
Yes, sir. So what we got high school, Mr. Antonio?
So this week you got Allen playing Prosper, Rock Hill, Blue Hawks. You got Denton Geyer playing McKinney Boyd. So Denton Geyer, what district record 2-0, McKinney Boyd 5-0. So you know who's gonna get blew out on that one.
So wait a minute, you said Allen's playing Prosper, right?
Yeah, Allen Eagles playing Prosper, Rock Hill.
So Prosper is, I believe, ranked in the state, top 25, and I know Allen's ranked in the state.
Prosper Rock Hill is 4-1, but you also got Prosper Eagles. They're 1-1
The Prosper Eagles are 1-1 in district.
in district. Yeah, district record.
So there was okay, that's cool. I think that'll be a good game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say that Allen's probably gonna beat them though.
Well, but see, you got two different Prosper teams. So Prosper Eagles is playing Little Lamb Lobos.
Like it's not violent, all that. They can change it up.
Okay, got it.
That's what I'm saying.
So because how fast Prosper going, so they got those two high school teams now. So yeah.
Yeah. Say, did you can you look up that Byron Nelson College we were looking at a couple weeks ago?
Yeah,
but
Byron Nelson's 5-0.
Are they 5-0 now?
5-0, man.
Bro, I'm telling you, if they can stay undefeated when they get to South Lake Carroll, we got to see what's up with that because last year South Lake Carroll beat them 68-7, I think.
Bad.
So this year is what they call their revenge tour. They've been just trying to smack everybody.
Is South Lake Carroll still at the top? In
Oh yeah, they in the top. I think 15. They top 15 nationally.
Yeah.
And I know they're in the top, like 10 or something in Texas. So.
What about Euless Trinity? Is they still?
Euless Trinity ain't as good as they used to be. They still good. They
Cedar
not like
Hill. I went
powerhouse.
Cedar Hill. What's Cedar Hill doing?
Duncanville probably better than Cedar Hill.
Dang,
For the most
man,
part.
when I went there, that was cold.
Yeah. They used to have some good teams. DeSoto had good teams out there.
Basketball too.
What you looking up there?
Yeah, so the overall ranking. So Duncanville is ranked number 1 right now. Then you got number 2 is Westlake.
Okay. Wait, hold on. We got another guest coming in. I know who this is. He got something to say. Let's get him in. We're gonna listen, y'all. How you doing, Mr. Howard?
It's his father.
How you doing, Mr. J?
Well, there go Jay.
All right, I'm gonna sit down, man. I'm gonna sit down for a second because Mr. Howard, he bamboozled me this weekend. You laugh.
Hey, y'all missed the kicker conversation.
That was good. How you doing, Mr. Howard?
Hey,
Harold.
man, how you doing?
That's why you ain't been answering. I've been calling you Howard. Your name, Mr. Harold.
How you guys been?
Man, I'm pretty good.
You been good?
Yeah, I had a hard week, man. I've been giving out free cuts all week, man.
No, you didn't, man. You didn't lose that much. The only reason you lost.
You see your son here. He been milking it too, man.
You know what? You know what, man? I said, you just got a little lesson taught to you. See that? You almost got, boy, you number 14 almost got beat. You know that, right?
You said number 14?
What Michigan ranked number 4?
Yeah, we ranked number 4.
And they almost got beat by an unranked team.
Wait a minute, hold on. Don't do that. We're not gonna do that because if we're talking about who almost got beat by unranked teams, we can go back to what happened with Bama in Texas and playing the second string quarterback.
That's all right, but it's still okay.
Are we really?
It don't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
Almost only fine.
The way you just talking about what's his name, Tagovailoa. I mean, he played pretty good to me. And then they had a few transfers from Maryland, and I knew that Maryland was gonna be stiff, man. They in the Big Ten, so it's all good with that. But we played a starting unit undefeated team. We didn't barely, beat a team that's 1-2 or 1-3. So I think we look better. and our barely beaten loss and what Alabama looked against Texas. Would you say that? Hello, Mr. Harrell.
I mean,
Oh.
but they,
Huh?
Say who's who?
What did you say?
Oh, now you can't hear me.
No, I didn't hear you. I just say, but the thing about it is that I didn't lose a bet.
Oh.
There it is. He said
There it
he,
is.
there it is.
I'm not worried about the bet though.
Oh, I know you're not. I'm just saying, but I didn't lose it. You lost.
You know what? I would lose a bet all day, and I'd rather see my team win. To be honest with you,
Oh, not me.
that's how it mean to me, bro.
Well, we're gonna get some more chances.
No, yeah, I'm gonna give you some more chances too, but you won't get no points no more. Now we just go off of what you know. Now we going off of what you know, Mr. Harrell.
Well, whenever Alabama play, you let me know. We light it up.
No, all right, whatever. Alabama, you know, all that. Michigan too. I want you with Michigan too.
Hey, let me throw something at you guys. All you guys, sports guys, and I want y'all to think about what I'm about to say. My son already know this.
That's right.
Next year, the head coach at Auburn is gonna be Deion Sanders.
You think he going to Auburn?
That's right.
Can I ask you why you think that?
That's where he's going. Cause that's the only guy that can compete with Kirby Smart and Nick Saban and getting the best quality players.
Hold on, Mr. Harrell. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I got somebody special guest that's popped in. Come on in here, John. Sit right there.
You want to know why I think that?
Hold on, Mr. Harrell. What's your name, young?
Ray.
Ray? You play what sports you play?
Basketball.
Basketball? What position?
I don't like actually play. I play for fun.
Play for hockey?
No, not for hobby. I like for fun.
For fun. Well, you need to play. Play for real, for fun and for real.
Yeah.
You like it, then try to tap into it, get your skills up, see what you can do. You know, it might be a bridge to something else, might be a football player, anything. You don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I played football once.
You did? Okay, for the school or just playing around?
Yeah, playing around.
Don't you like it? You look.
That's what I'm saying. What grade you in? How old are you?
Yeah.
7th grade.
7th grade. Okay, yeah. You got a size. You might want to check football out too. Don't limit yourself. Try it and see what you get.
That's what's up. Give them that knowledge. Give them that knowledge.
Like hobby in tennis,
Okay.
but I didn't choose it. I wanted to do basketball, but basketball seems.
Did you practice? You need to practice on your own. If you want to do something, practice on your own so you get better. You don't go in practicing. You go in. You see what I'm saying? What school you go to?
Trent.
Trent, where's that at?
All the way down there.
All the way down there.
I think it's L.
Is Little Round? Where you from?
Sacramento.
Sacramento. I knew you were from Texas.
3 years.
3 years? Okay. Well, it's nice to meet you, man. My name's Drake.
Nice to meet you, Trent.
Yeah, man. You come in sometime, have a word, talk some sports that, tell us what you did out there, what you're trying to do, and we'll go from there, man. It's all good. Okay? Yeah, man.
All right.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, brother.
All right.
Yeah, man. We had to talk to the little youngster, man. I like the little youngster. I want to be like him when I get young.
So back to this question. So what make you think that Deion Sanders is going to go ahead and go to Auburn?
Well, there's two reasons.
We want to know why he thinks Deion is going to go to Auburn. Go ahead, Mr. Harrell.
There's two reasons. The first reason is that he's the only guy that can compete with Kirby Smart and Nick Saban to get the top kids to compete in that competition. So he's going to be there. And the next thing, they're going to pay him a lot of money. And they got to beat.
That's about it.
Alabama. They got to beat Alabama and Georgia in order for them to win. And the only person that can grab the player that he needs is Deion Sanders. Watch what I tell you. Watch it.
But what draft? I mean, what recruits is he getting that's number one that's playing for him right now?
He got the top draft choice last year. The number one defensive back.
The defensive back.
Yeah. He got him. He took him right out of Florida State's pocket.
So that's what I see.
He took him right out of Florida State's pocket. The number one recruit, cornerback. Read about it. I can't get it. I can't give his name right now. But it's a young. He got the number one, and that's why they started all this bitching about who did this NIL and all this stuff. Because Deion went took him right from Florida State, took him out of Texas, out of Florida, and took him to an HBCU school at that. But anyway, that's just a prediction that I'm making. And when it comes through, I want you to realize that. Who else they gonna do? They got
Hey,
to compete.
so do you think it's about the money with Deion? Because I don't think it's about the money with
I don't
him.
either.
I don't think it's about the money. A lot of people say
It's not only money. Do you think he gonna compete at Jackson State with the SEC? He get the opportunity to coach.
no. They asked him that. Like they was asking, can he? Like they asked him, did he want to play the other day? They asked him, did he want to play some team? And he gave a straight up answer. He said that they not ready.
With the
He said I'm not. He said it's not about the. He said it's not about what?
He said it wasn't about the bread.
Yeah, it wasn't about the money or none of that. He said he's not gonna throw his kids out there and they not ready. So
I don't blame him, but I don't blame him. But he's not his kid. He's going to be a head coach at SEC.
That's what he's saying. Like,
That's what he's still saying.
Yeah, he said because he wasn't worried about the money.
Well, no, he's not going to turn money down. I guarantee you that.
And he ain't gonna turn the job down.
Yeah, if
So
they
big
get
time
ready
job
to pay
there,
him,
man.
they pay Nick Saban.
He doing pretty good. He turning teams around, and I can see where it can go to where they gonna offer him. You know, they gonna offer him
Every
some.
year he
A
got
lot of
some
people
that
trying to say he using that platform.
Yeah.
A lot of people tried to also argue that he using this platform for his legacy.
So that's
He already got that.
Well, but that's what I'm about to
Prime
say.
time
I don't
is
really
prime
need
time.
to do nothing.
Well,
about
He
it.
don't.
That's what I'm thinking though. Like, why would he do that when he
Prime time is
specifically
prime
said
time.
that he's going to these HBCU schools to help these kids, and
Exactly.
it wouldn't make any sense to go.
Academically, he teaches them a lot of stuff. Come on, this Deion we talking about.
Yeah, see, but
His name speaks for itself.
the thing about Deion, from my perspective, like I never liked Deion.
Him.
As a person or a character?
I don't like the character.
The character.
Okay, because prime time is a character. That's what he pretends to be. Like that part of that when he does that, like that's
Yo, like
That's who he is.
not only that, but the typical just trashy shit that he put on, like like stuff I felt like he was like a buffoon, even though he had skill on the field. That was my perspective back when he was
But
playing.
you gotta look where he come from. Deion.
No, hold on, let me finish.
Okay.
So, but now when I see him over at Jackson State, I see the class and commitment that he has and what he's done for those kids in that program in that school and for the SWAC in general, right? Because what he did was he came back and said he could have taken an assistant coach's job. But what he did was he went to an HBCU. He didn't even go to Florida. You understand what I'm saying? He went to a school, took over a program, and then reinvigorated them to have enough money to renovate their stadium. They got new uniforms, they got a whole new swagger. They're starting to play. He starts to get more recruits because he goes and he says to those kids, like, I don't have the money that these other schools are gonna have. But if you don't learn how to play defense, name somebody else who can teach you better than I can.
Come play for me.
Right? So then he goes and it's like, well, and then I know you. I know Deion. If I'm a child, if I'm high school, I know. I don't have to Google you.
Yeah.
I know you.
Yeah, they
You
know him,
understand?
but I'm saying they can show.
Right. Then you can go Google, you can see all that, but everybody knows Deion Sanders. So, and then my dad that child parents know Deion Sanders because he was our contemporary. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I remember when you got drafted, you went to Atlanta. I remember all these things about it. But I think to Mr. Harrell's point is that what he's done is great for HBCUs, and other HBCUs are trying to catch up to what he's done. They're looking for higher caliber coaches. They're trying to change
I agree.
because he's going to set the standard. And if he set the standard at Jackson State, they got new uniforms, the band, everybody looking better and playing better, and they got someone who's a defensive tactician. So now what has to happen is all those other teams, either they're gonna be overshadowed by him, or they got to get better. So he's also brought more attention to the SWAC. There's more games on television now because now they want to see what Deion's doing.
Yeah, because they're following Deion Sanders, the Deion Sanders, right? You know,
Right. But it's also highlighting those kids in the program because what he's trying to do is get them also recruited into the NFL because they're not part of the SEC or the Big Ten and all that, right? So they're not looked at so much, even though you got people like Jerry Rice that came from the SWAC. You understand? But it's not as many players. Aeneas Williams came. Like you got a few names.
It's
that
even
came.
something as simple as they last names on the back of the jersey.
Yeah.
Not even talking about that. He said, "Hey, I mean, I know y'all don't got the." He said, "I'll pay for it myself." He said they deserve that,
Sure.
and that's true. Like, why if they playing for this team? Come on, high school got their name right. So why they can't have their last name on there?
But I think at the bottom line to this is I think that what he's saying is that when you look at the amount of money that an Auburn or Georgia or a major university can throw at Deion and then say, Deion, look, we're gonna continue to watch the SWAC. You already made the impact in the SWAC, but it doesn't make sense for you to just stop there when you can still impact other programs with your skill set. And I think that we would all like to see one day Deion Sanders coaching an NFL team.
Yeah.
Right. So his path to that is gonna have to be through a larger program.
Okay.
He ain't gonna come to the SWAC.
So start here. You feeling he need to just keep going up.
He has to. It's not about his legacy anymore.
Yeah.
It's about his accomplishments. Him as a coach. Like,
I feel he can do it.
From Jackson State, he'll be the only one. He'll be the only one. You don't have the same quality. You don't have the same level, like you know.
Yeah, but you think he's gonna go? He want to go coach in the NFL?
He's got to play where he's where he can get exposure and the talent. In my opinion, anyway. But I think that what you're saying is right, and his intentions at Jackson State are gold. It's pure. It's pure.
They trying to say he doing that to keep his legacy. Like Deion, come on, man. Deion's name alone.
Deion built the
What?
Deion's done a lot to try to go back to the community, right? He was coaching like flag football teams, youth sports. So he's been very
his love for the game. Plus he's sharing his knowledge. We got to see a lot of people got to give people that prize right here. Deion impacting a lot of people, and he giving out his knowledge on it. Deion, man, I don't know, he did his thing back then, man. So yeah, he giving these young boys knowledge, and that's how it's going.
So I got an opinion about Deion, man.
Let's go.
My opinion is that I definitely think that Deion, I agree with him about the character. The prime time.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. Because honestly, you know, I played running back when I was young. So it having a persona, right? Also understand people have they have to sometimes take in a lot of criticism. That's so, you know, because of the persona that they're giving.
That's right. Yeah. Right. But yeah.
Because it could rub people the wrong way. Like, no, I ain't feeling that. That ain't really you. You know what I mean? Now, Deion, the preacher, I put him in the same thing as the Ray Lewis of the world. I don't like to hear these athletes or anybody, but I don't say athlete. I don't like the preachy vibe, okay? Because it leaves too much room for hypocritical statements, right? And it's a lot of like when you're a preacher, you have the way of the world, right? So if you're out here talking like this, even as a coach, I expect you to come following those footsteps. You know what I'm saying?
Can't be two different people. If you're not saying, so what you're actually saying is that you regard him being a preacher as more important.
Yeah.
And than being a coach.
Yes.
So that part is what you, and I agree with that 100%. Like don't be a different type of coach than you are as a person.
But we talking about somebody that tried to kill themselves and all that way back. So
Deion.
Then Deion, remember it was like the slowly dropping down the hill thing or something back in the day in the 90s.
I don't know
the card thing.
You gotta look at it. I don't know.
But I seen a documentary where he talked about it at one point.
But I think his commitment to the Lord is what has also driven his commitment to Jackson State.
But it's something to bring you there. If you wasn't there at first, it's something to bring you there.
So I think we go back to the what we were talking about. Is he going to Auburn? What Mr. Harrell said, he thinks he's going to Auburn. Me personally, it doesn't make sense. If this is really who Deion is, he's really trying to help, you know,
the kids. He's gonna say where he's at.
We're let's be honest, minorities, black people, because that's where he went. Historically black college, and that's what he's talking about. I get Auburn is probably a little more black than most, but it ain't. It ain't from everywhere. It ain't like Auburn just Mississippi.
I know I'm not tripping, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Hold that though.
Right.
And so it doesn't make sense to me if you go to Auburn. Now the reason why you're going to Auburn is because you feel like you're a prestigious coach that deserves a prestigious school because they don't need his help. What help do they need in recruiting people? Are they like all of a sudden trying to reach out to the minorities that he's been looking for? Do they need the money that he's going to help the HBCUs get? They don't. Auburn don't need none of that. So to me, it goes completely against what he's saying it's about. If he goes to a bigger school, and because now I'm doing good, we want to put you on a bigger stage. You can make a bigger stage where you at.
Yeah. If he go to Auburn, to me, that's a money move, in my opinion.
It shouldn't be that. That shouldn't have nothing to do with it. Not for Deion. Deion, a multi-millionaire. Obviously.
Well, I don't know. I think I like what he's doing at Jackson State. If it were up to me to pick what I want to see for him, I certainly want him to continue giving back to his people and his community. But at another point is like I think that he does even more so by becoming a successful black coach.
But you can only do something.
Like as a pro. You know what I'm saying? Like a Deion Sanders.
You're going past Auburn. You're saying go to the pro.
I'm saying he's not going to go straight to the pros. I think he has to go to a bigger program.
Okay.
But then I think that he gets to a certain point where within the next 10 years you see him coaching a major, a professional team, and then if he takes that team to the Super Bowl, I think that come on, man, when what's his name took Washington to the Super Bowl, Doug Williams, right? Like if you was alive during then, it was like, hey, we got a black coach that won this. And we pay attention from the coach perspective, because all the black coaches got fired in 1 year, even if they had winning records. Like, well, what happened? Okay, so that don't seem right. So now what you do is you go back and say, okay, but you know what I'm thinking? That maybe if you have someone like Deion Sanders, even maybe one day breaching the gap and becoming an NFL owner, right? Those are things that I think that are even more impactful than what he's doing at Jackson State, because those are still glass ceilings that haven't been shattered yet.
It's only so far I feel they gonna let you go anyway. I mean, money, your name, all that. It's still only so far you can go.
I want to know about this accident that I knew nothing
That's what I'm
saying.
Tell us about that. So this was in '97 in May where he did that, where he suicide attempt. That's what he did. He dived off 30, 40 foot down, like that's their saying when he tried to kill himself. That was in '97.
And this was
right here.
He was in Dallas at the time.
Where was he?
97.
Who was this?
That was in '97, man. He told it in the autobiography. Here it go right here. It was in he drove off a cliff or something like that, man.
You know what's crazy about these? Like, even if you got money, people still have problems, bro.
Yeah, no, he's still human. They still human, man. Yeah, come on, he's still human, man. You know.
We got Mr. Harold back. I want to know what's on his mind. What's up, Mr. Harold?
That's what he did. He dove 30 to 40 feet down. He survived. But that's definitely what he did. 9-7. 97. I'm surprised y'all don't know that, man. I was young then.
Never pay attention to it.
Yeah, I born 88, man. I was young, but I mean, shit, I still knew about it.
All right, so here's a question I heard on the news today that I thought was good. Like, Tua gets a lot of criticism for not being good or being injury prone or not being accurate. The quarterback for Miami.
For Miami.
And I want to get your thoughts on what you really think about it. Like, is Tua, is he worth the criticism? Is it justifiable criticism?
I ain't really
You ever watched him?
No, yeah. I mean, I think he's when he first came in, yeah, of course, he had that the two injury prone. So, I mean, right now, in my opinion, I think he's just kind of walking on glasses. But he's showing himself. I think he's showing himself. I'm looking at
his record.
What's Miami's record this year?
3-0 right now.
That's what I'm saying. They're 3-0. They got the game is 3-7. He's down by 4 points. He came back on Baltimore last week and threw two clutch touchdowns.
Yeah.
What it seems like to me is like, and I hear a lot of the old ex-football guys, like all the commentators, they're down on him for this reason or the other. But I heard something today that I thought was cool. It's like, well, I'd rather go with the dude who's overperforming expectations or being lucky than somebody who is just at their level. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, Tua has all the right stuff going in the right direction, and he's winning. So
especially when he has Tyreek. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, he's got a squad, and they're protecting him.
Yeah, they should. Well, I ain't got them losing this game, so we gonna see.
Yeah.
Nah. Hey, I think they're gonna come back. I mean, yeah,
he wasn't supposed to beat.
But everybody predicting, they saying they're gonna lose this game. So I guess
y'all do me a favor.
They should have lost against Buffalo.
I don't have a knife or none. We are real men up in here.
But yeah, I really honestly think they're gonna come back and get this game.
Let me know what y'all think of. You want to read it?
I'm not really liking how the Bengals are playing right now.
It's next week.
Trey, I keep telling you, put him in the headlock now, bro.
He don't understand that yet.
The Bengals offensive line, man, they're lying too many sacks.
So y'all got who you got winning the game? You got the Miami Dolphins winning the game?
I got Miami winning the game.
I want Miami to lose.
Last minute.
All right, jerseys.
No, y'all gotta rip. I ain't got no.
Rip that boy.
Yeah, I got no knife for that.
Yeah, it's all right.
Let's run a card and watch it. Grab it thing. So I got the Dolphins losing tonight, brother.
Yeah, me too.
If they win, because I like what I'm seeing, but I'm not quite a believer yet. You know, I wanted to say they up there, but if they win tonight, it's like okay, they serious because you didn't beat everybody in your division, right? Except for Pittsburgh. You know, what I'm saying? Everybody in your conference.
They almost got hit by the Bills, but then they have time to kick that field goal.
They won though. They won.
They should have lost,
but they didn't. They won. You know what I'm saying? Allen was out there, couldn't get. That's on y'all.
He was the ref. He was in the middle of the ball.
So now it goes back to things that happened within the game where they messed up at before. You shouldn't be to this point.
Hey, they did the same in Dallas.
Dallas did that. Dallas did that themselves. That was a bad call. Dak should have been running in the middle of the field. That was terrible. What do you think? Is it good? Get up in there, then, boy. Look. Tell him get up in there, man. Say, hey, Tony, you want a rib, brother? You've been working hard today. I'm gonna bring you a rib. You good?
Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'll take one.
Bring you a rib real quick.
What time
We have about 10 more minutes.
Actually, 3 more minutes. So here's what I want to hear from the virtual audience. I want to hear your most memorable football moment.
Their most memorable football moment.
Yes.
It don't matter what it is.
It don't matter what it is. The one thing that is like your most memorable moment in football. What was it?
Okay. I'm gonna put that question out there for everybody. I know I got a few of them though, bro.
One we're gonna talk about Dennis caught it, but that's not the most. Well, I was lying. You know about.
Hey, I give you one, man. This is back in the day. So, you know, growing up, used to watch Walter Payton and the Fridge. Remember when the Fridge lined up in the backfield for that one touchdown
against New England?
Yeah.
So I got one for you. I got one for you, Tony. Back in '96, maybe '97, it was Tennessee versus Buffalo. Tennessee versus Buffalo. Tennessee's down. I think by, I don't know, 5, something like that. Buffalo just scored. This is to go to the AFC Championship game. Tennessee kicks the ball. A pooch kick to watch it. He turns around, throws it to the dude over here. He catches it on the other side of the field, runs it in for a touchdown to win the game. Okay? So what they did was they went into the replay to make sure it wasn't a forward pass, and it was so close. They had to, they looked at it for like 10, 15 minutes, and they came out. This is in Buffalo too now, right? So they said that it was a perfect pass. That's one of the memorable ones for me.
NFL or NBA?
NFL. We're doing NFL.
Ooh, I'm about to
The
say.
most memorable NFL one. What y'all think?
Wow. I didn't catch that one.
When that dude got hurt, when he off that hit, and he had to get them plates and all that in his head, like the state, like the whole
Plates.
man. Hold on, man.
Where you going? He right here.
No. Oh yeah, he know the name. I forgot the name. I was young then. I was young in the 90s, man.
In the 90s, some plates.
When he got hit on that play, and he
When he did he turned it like a
man, I
He played for New England, didn't he? He played for the Patriots. He got hit, and then he got like his neck broke, and he had to get that.
There's a lot of stuff, man. He had a big old. He had to get the
in the 90s?
Yeah, it's in the 90s, right?
I don't remember.
I wish I knew that.
I remember.
I was young then, so I
somebody
can't.
got messed up.
Nah, it's in the 90s.
Helicopter. He broke his
It's
neck
in
from
the
Barbershop.
90s. It's in the 90s.
You gonna make them real simple?
I work something. Did your son bring you some ribs, brother?
I'm about to.
He said he about to right now, Antonio.
Yeah, I need
Hey, y'all, listen.
Yeah.
So, we had a great sports talk. We got Texas. What's this Thursday night football? Give y'all one last little snippet on the score. I think it's still 7-3.
Let's go Cowboys.
I am now 2-1 on Thursday night football. I
Let's go
lead the
Cowboys.
pack on
Sunday.
Thursday night
Let's
football.
not
Sunday, I know, man.
What's not playing with me? That was like
Man, they can't stop that run, man.
Yeah, it looked like.
They can't stop. They're not gonna stop that run. That Miami put on it up.
That's my
I ain't getting
So yes,
At all.
everybody. Hey, any shout outs, Antonio?
Nah,
Everything's
no
good.
shout outs. Everything's good on these ribs, man.
Oh, JB, rep your team.
Yeah, I'm definitely Cowboys.
You like them ribs over there, bro?
What's up? You see me? You hear me smacking, dog?
I really take your opinion serious because you're a cook.
Oh wow.
They're good. They're good. They're good. You like the seasoning on them and stuff? I smoked them for 6 hours at about 180 to 225. Anyway, Sports Talk Texas. Appreciate you, Antonio. We had a good one on a Thursday. I'm glad y'all like the ribs. All my Cowboy fans, Raider fans, Lion fans, Pittsburgh fans.
Go Cowboys.
See y'all next time, right? Sign out. All right, y'all.
Michael Vick was my favorite quarterback.
Well,